Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of You Have a Friend in Majula. It's me, Dia, and I'm here with Derby, and we are joined by our fabulous co-host, Trevor Strunk. Trevor, say hi.
Hi, Dia. Hi, Derby. Thanks for having me again.
Well, yeah, you're part of the show.
What? I just like it's
It's
just
not
such
even
a
just
treat.
having you. It's just you
It's
are
such a
part of this.
treat.
You are
That's the thing.
integral.
No, I suppose that's true.
Yeah, you are integral to this endeavor. Because honestly, if it wasn't for you, I would have been like, fuck it, I'm not recording this week.
It is the week before Christmas.
It's the week before Christmas. I'm in the middle of reviewing Endwalker. I almost said Heavensward. That's where my brain is at.
Wow. Wouldn't it be cool if you were reviewing Heavensward?
No, it wouldn't be.
Something? Did you not like Heavensward? I can't remember.
No, I liked Heavenward just fine.
Okay.
I thought Heavenward was like, I liked Heavensward more than like A Realm Reborn because I don't care about the whole Garlemald shit like at all.
Yeah. So you must have loved this expansion.
No, this was good.
I'm just kidding. There's a lot of Garlemald in this expansion. I'm to understand. I don't know anything about it beyond that.
There is a whole Garlemald section. Yes. But we're not talking about Garlemald here. We're talking about
never talk about
Drangleic. We're talking about the kingdom of Drangleic.
Everyone, I almost got Dia to reveal her review. Just know that I'm on your side.
It's a 9.5. There, I'll tell you right now. I'm giving it a 9.5.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, figure that one out.
Woo.
If you haven't listened to we did 2 podcasts where we talked about 14, right? Yeah.
We did. We talked about Shadowbringer.
I'm putting the links to that shit in the notes below. So if you want to hear me talk about the evolution of me and Final Fantasy 14, go click those links and listen to those podcasts.
Really fascinating relationship with that game. I will also say, just before we start, Dia news that is pertinent to you. Obviously, it will not be relevant when this comes out, but I thought you'd like to know the night it happened. One of your famous 9.9 games, Shenmue 3, is free on the Epic Store right now.
Oh man,
I grabbed that. I'm gonna.
Is it not going to be free on Friday morning or Friday afternoon?
I don't know. I don't believe so, but I'm gonna tweet about it after.
Well, you should check and.
If it is, go get it.
Yeah, go get it because Shenmue 3 9.9.
Listen.
So, what did I even find? Oh, so yeah. So last time we had these souls. We had the soul of the last giant, and I looked it up, and it doesn't turn into anything that I care about. So we're gonna munch it. So we're just gonna read this description here before we eat it, because we're gonna consume history. And before we do that, we should probably understand a little bit about what history we are consuming. So the soul of the last giant, soul of the surviving giant who was bound below the forest of the giants, the lord of the giants who had brought wrack and ruin to the entire kingdom, was said to have been felled by an unknown warrior. His beaten and broken remains were then dragged beneath the stronghold, where he was sealed away. Use the special soul of the last giant to acquire numerous souls or create something of great worth. Yeah, so
it's not just the last surviving; it's the Lord of
the Lord of the Giants. Yeah, it's kind of impressive. I didn't realize that. I don't think
it's a little odd. Like it's that he said that it says like the. It's not listed as the soul of the Lord of the Giants. Like after he is defeated, he simply is the last giant.
Yeah.
Lord of nothing. It's a very Dark Souls kind of feel.
It really is. Like, yeah, like he is the last and he was the Lord. And in the end, he just literally was nothing and was broken and dragged and sealed away. Like basically like kind of like crucified and stoned in place. Jesus.
Do you think they knew he was alive? Because it says he was defeated and his remains were taken down.
Yeah, that is interesting because that is a the remains are that leads you to believe that like, you know, he is not there, he's not present, he's not animate. But he was very much alive when we found him.
Yeah, no, he was not happy either.
So we're gonna munch that.
Put him to rest. He finally gets to sleep.
I mean, does he? Is that what's happening here?
Well, you eat his soul. I
Yeah.
assume that's what happens.
I mean, there's an interesting question there. It's like, what is going on with these souls that like?
You crunch them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
so-
mean, you collect them and spend them. It says like gather and collect. Those are the verbs we do with souls.
Yeah. Oh, I tried to
Yeah,
heal
you
like
did the Dark Souls 1.
yeah. That's what happens when you play Dark Souls 1 and you
Bearer
go
of the
straight into
curse,
this.
Seek, lest this.
Seek West.
Okay, so we should probably point. We could put 2 points into vigor. That's not bad.
Ooh, that's pretty good,
Um,
actually.
Yeah. God, adaptability takes so much to get leveled up.
It's gonna take a really long time.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That
we're just gonna put. 2
I
points.
I forgot that we got Faith up to where or Int and Faith at the same level. That's
Right.
wonderful.
Yeah, 14. So now we're gonna
did it.
you know, I'll probably get vigor up to like 10, and then I'll pump in faith. You know, kind of concurrently there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Can't hurt to have some vigor and some vitality.
yeah, let's actually go talk to this guy for a second because
Think he's gonna comment on how useless our Ember is
I'd give
again?
you up for dead.
he only sells regular Titanite. Yeah, that's because I was gonna reinforce our
Oh,
our
right.
nifty sword, but I think we just need large Titanites for that. Oh well.
We're gonna have a farming stream at some point or another.
Oh God, we're gonna have to because this is
Don't
this
waste
game.
my time.
But that's fine because we're gonna go talk to.
You again?
Yeah, Malentia, hi. I know everyone is like distraught that I just dropped 6,000. I dropped half of the souls for the fragrant batch of yore on.
People were mad about that.
There was one viewer who was surprised that we took all the soul. We had the 12,000 souls to buy that, and I did not. Because
That's fine.
Thank you.
it's one of those things where I know like the place that they wanted me to use it, and I was not interested in using it there yet.
Okay.
But
Got it.
so there's a thing. Last time we took a quick stab at Heidi's Tower of Flame.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go back there.
Yeah, we're gonna go back there. But I remembered we forgot a whole wing of the Forest of Fallen Giants.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's not
so
good.
we're gonna have to go back there.
we're gonna have to go see our friends.
Remember we got the magic key from after we fought the last giant. We got the soldier's key, and there's actually another door that it opens up, and so we're gonna go and see what's up with that door.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what we're doing. That's how Derby rolls. Derby does not leave doors unopened.
No, she doesn't. That's what a lesser adventurer would do.
Yeah, what about that, buddy?
Done for.
Oh, this guy woke up.
He heard his friend getting killed.
Okay, now it's too quiet.
I love when areas get familiar in Dark Souls games. I don't know. I could never write about. There's not enough there, but like, it is so fun when like you have been in a room so many times that it becomes almost like homey in a sense.
Yeah. Don't want him waking up. But so there was this door. You will remember.
I do remember.
Yeah, it's this door. And we open it with the soldier key. And then we can go down here. And now it's very dark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's a dark, dark room. In a dark, dark room, there's probably some bullshit.
Do you have any? If only we had a torch.
I do have a torch, but I can only light it at a bonfire.
Yeah, that's unfair. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Derby's doesn't have like a Zippo on her.
So we're gonna have to just see. Here it is. There's a little thing that we could have used it on, but alas.
That's how it goes.
Oh.
Some bones put themselves together. I like
Oh.
that about the skeletons. Oh boy. Ooh, nice. I really like that about the skeletons in Dark Souls, how they kind of like just like all their bones kind of coalesce.
Though they're extremely like Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
They're almost like they're modular in the way Ray Harryhausen skeletons are.
Yeah, they move. They even like when they jump, you know, they have that like someone is behind the scenes, kind of lifting it into the air slightly.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. It's very mannequin-y in a really enjoyable way. Remember how there was one of these in the basement of that house we can visit now?
It's true. It's our house with Kale.
Yeah, Kale in our house.
It's our house with Kale.
Our roomie Kale.
I remember one day I ran through here. I woke up all the skeletons at once, and then I just made them fight me in a line out the other side of like the door.
How'd it work?
It actually like really didn't work well.
Okay.
Because there is no kind of like, you know, there's no cleaving in Dark Souls for the most part, you know, like, so like every like would hit the front skeleton, but then like I would never get the skeletons behind them. And I did have like a thrusting weapon, and
they're already powering their attack, and you're recovering from the last attack on the previous skeleton.
Yeah, and that's kind of the problem with Dark Souls and having. And this game really, Dark Souls 2 does put an emphasis on that kind of crowd control.
Yeah, isn't that one of that's one of the main complaints that you generally have like 2 or 3 enemies to fight?
Yeah, and like you're not wrong as far as the word complaint with that. Like people, when they do complain about Dark Souls 2, one of the chief things that people will tell you is they really don't like the kind of the wealth of enemies and the way they spawn in kind of these waves. Which
I personally have no problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it because I play a lot of action games where crowd control is a thing you have to deal with. Fuck you, buddy.
Oh boy.
This asshole over here. Yeah, you know what? I can do that shit too.
Magic.
What do you think, motherfucker?
Still laughing about that time that guy got you right in the eye.
God, it just went right through the head. Just completely right through the head.
So good.
Now this is a fun zone because this area is called the Soldier's Rest. And it's full of soldiers like this big motherfucker over there who saw us and is coming over this. Oh, shit. Woo. I am not used to this controller. I have like completely
Oh, yeah, because
lost.
you've been using the PlayStation controller.
Yeah. You really cannot mix and match Dark Souls with any other game. It does not work.
No, you have to be fully in your mindset.
Yeah.
Although I will say you're picking it up again very quickly.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of impressed. So yeah, those are the old Ironclad Knights. That's their name.
Okay.
Their official name are the old Ironclad Knights, which is funny because I always think about when I think of Ironclad, I always think of the Ironclad, warships from like the Civil War and things like that.
Yeah, because of old Ironsides.
Yeah. And so like it's very funny because I just think of them and I'm just like, yeah, they kind of are like the Monitor and the Merrimack if you think about it. It's like what if the Ninja Turtles decided to like be the Merrimack? That's what would happen.
After Robert Fulton and stuff, and Eli Whitney instead of the Great Masters.
Oh God, we just went to a terrible place.
It could have happened.
Like it really very could have.
Eastman and Laird just had to be slightly nerdier in a different sense.
Oh my God,
we could have had that. Yeah.
So
glad I know who made the Ninja Turtles. That's just in my brain forever.
It's there.
Yeah, I'll never. Just like I know that Boone and Tobias made. Oh boy, Mortal Kombat.
So we got 2 of these buddies. 3. There are 3 of them up here.
Wow. Okay.
Which is fun.
That's a lot.
If I remember correctly, I think there's another one on the other side of like that corner. If you go around that corner, I'm pretty sure there's another guy over there.
Do you think they're guarding anything interesting, or is this like?
Oh, I bet they're guarding cool shit.
I would think so.
What up, buddies? You saw me. Now why don't you come down and let's go. I feel like almost falling off to my death over there, and it's gonna happen before this is over.
Sure. Oh, of course.
All right, you guys want to come down? You want to come down and party? Derby
No.
fights smarter, not stronger.
You could probably use your binoculars
I
and get that
could
guy
use
up
my
there.
binoculars. Oh,
Oh boy. Where are you
actually,
gonna
let's
stay
just
to
see
do
if they
that?
just use their own dumbasses.
Wow, that was
That was really funny.
yeah. It's like not a good move. There's not even an enemy up there.
No, he was just trying to he was just getting a swing on, and he ended up wrecking a barrel full of
It's
gunpowder.
like my favorite multiplayer moment of all time was when I was playing Siege and I got spooked because someone had sniped us, camped us before. And when I spawned, I turned around and saw one of my teammates and just machine gunned him. And everyone stopped like it was a Mexican standoff all of a sudden. It was very cool.
Oh,
I
go down,
loved it.
go down there.
Oh no!
I don't think
Okay.
they can climb down.
Can they climb? Yeah, I don't think they can.
But
I don't think it's in their
yeah, I don't think they have. They don't.
animation.
But
Can
also,
you open that door?
oh, I can open that door. Oh, look at them all over there. Are they? Oh,
Okay. They figured it out.
they figured out fall.
That's a great AI. Look at that. I love that. I love how the AI is like, well, look, we aren't programmed to climb. We are programmed to fall.
Oh shit.
Speaking of cleave. Listen, I'm not saying I hope it happens because I want you to win every time, but wouldn't it be really funny if there was still a skeleton alive in here that you know?
Like, those are the possibilities for things. Oh wait, they fell
Yeah, just
down.
climb up. Climb up. They've left their boats.
There we go. This is thinking strategically. Where did they go?
They like that house now. It's just where they live.
Where'd you guys go? Did they go into the house? Oh no, they're.
Oh. Done for. Getting close to that edge.
Yeah.
It's like this is going so well. It would be horrible if that was how it ended.
Wouldn't have been horrible if that was how it ended. All right,
Go
let's.
get their treasures.
I think. Oh, did they drop stuff? No, I don't think they dropped anything.
No, but there are treasures up here they were
Oh
guarding.
yeah. So a bastard sword.
Okay.
Now a bastard.
Why is the bastard sword called the bastard sword? I've never understood that.
I don't know. What I know from Dungeons and Dragons is that it was it's a one or two-handed sword.
Yes, that
and
it
a
is. Ooh, the whip.
And
A ladder
that's-
down.
Yeah, there's a ladder down there.
It's a
Okay.
great area.
You gotta break boxes, Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay. so
good.
there's no one. No one here. Okay.
No one
cool.
immediately here.
No one immediately trying to kill us. No one there. Okay. Gotta check our corners, observe the zones. Oh, is this asshole?
Oh, that's exactly why we do.
He's
technical
gotten me before. Oh, and then that guy.
things. His friend, yeah.
And he's got that bandit knife, which, man, that'll fuck you up.
Yeah, that's fast. And
Yeah.
it's not weak. Because nothing in Dark Souls is actually all that weak.
No, it's true. Human effigy.
Got a lot of human effigies back here. That's great.
We like human effigies because that is what that's what lets us summon people and
Yep.
and have a full health bar. What's snarly shit back there?
There's something back there.
It's all this snarly.
Well, only one way to find out.
Yeah, let's open the door and find out.
Grass. It was grass the whole time.
Fucking snarly grass. I hate snarly grass.
That's what it was.
Snarly grass sounds like a Douglas Adams character. Oh,
It does. Oh, it was that guy too. brutal.
Yeah.
Snarlygrass does sound like a Douglas Adams character.
Yeah.
How much Douglas Adams did you read at a given point in your life?
I read like one of the Dirk Gently books, and I think I read most of the Hitchhiker's books.
Yeah, I never got to Dirk Gently. I read the 3 of the 5 Hitchhiker's books.
Yeah, I think I read like 4 of them.
Okay.
And then I just kind of was like, this is very silly and very charming, but also, I'm not a They Might Be Giants kid.
If you're a They Might Be Giants kid, that's your thing.
Like, it was really funny. Like, it really, like, it just, like, it was like there were the They Might Be Giants kids, and like no shade to them. Like,
Perfectly reasonable.
Here we go. Here we go. This is
Armourer
why
Dennis.
I sent M over here. We'll check all that shit out later. But I sent M here to die when they were doing their Let's Play, and they spent so much time just trounced by Armourer Dennis, and I felt terrible about it.
Armourer Dennis is
Armourer Dennis does not fuck around. Armourer Dennis is
honestly pretty slick look. I love it. I'm glad you have that sword, because Armourer Dennis is falling to it.
Yeah.
Armourer Dennis can still kill you.
Oh yeah, Armourer Dennis is.
Oh, Armourer Dennis.
Yeah. That's M's revenge.
That was tragic. I really thought you had Armourer Dennis there.
Yeah, no, I got hung up on the camera is really what fucked me up there. And yeah. Well, you know what? We've got a bonfire here. Let's light a torch. How do I remember how do I light a torch? I don't remember.
I think you don't you
that's
actually
toggle.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Do. So there we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run over here actually real fast, and I'm just gonna light this sconce.
Ooh,
And then
love that.
I'm gonna put that away for a second.
I love that sconce for you.
I do too. Nope. There you are, buddy.
Wow, that was a big run up with that sword.
Yeah, right? Okay, so there we go. I like the way light works in Dark Souls, where when you have a torch, it fucks everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember this was a much more neutrally lit room?
It looks horrible.
And
honestly.
now we've lit this torch, and like it has created this just intense area of shadow over here.
It just doesn't seem like they knew what to do with the light source, or if they did, they just decided to make it extreme.
I think it's really what it comes down to is there was the original light source.
They washed out the whole like message down there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it really fucks a lot of stuff up, and it's very interesting. Okay, we're gonna light that one, and I'm not gonna do the thing that I was gonna do, but like, look how cool that is.
That's really
like
cool,
it makes
actually.
it really fucking eerie.
When it's just the light and not the torch.
Yeah,
it really works.
It really
does. When the two of them are together, it's extremely confusing.
It is because it's. Yeah, Derby, show him what's up. Yeah, you want to come through? Oh god, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it is. Skeletons in the dark, especially the two-sworded skeletons. I always found them very troubling.
Yeah, like again, like it's the Harryhausen thing, like where you give them like the two sword, you give them armaments that are like not expected.
Well, and it's also the kind of like Treasure Island vibe where you're like, if this guy has that big a sword, he will absolutely kill me. Like there's an extreme danger to this.
Well, and that's why you have to be Indiana Jones.
Boom. That is why you have to be Indiana Jones. And not his woke daughter, as the scriptwriter on Twitter tried to tell us.
What?
Did you see that?
God, yeah.
Someone had the idea for an Indiana Jones sequel where it's his woke daughter.
I made fun of it. I
Yeah,
felt
no,
a little
you were
bit
right
bad
to.
about it, but I definitely...
No, you were right too.
Yeah.
That was a terrible idea.
Okay. I just start again.
Listen,
I think we got...
it's important to if like I feel like the noble urge to mock like a white person who thinks they figured out racism is like it's just helping everyone, even that person.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I was like, I pointed out, like, when we were doing the woke Indiana Jones thing, like years ago, I was like, you guys realize this is not the, anti-colonial coup that you think it is. You are literally still having a white savior.
Yeah. Well, I like when people hear that and then they say like, well, okay, then her mother was black and was a dalliance of Indies, and it's like, okay, this isn't helping.
Yeah, it's like, no,
you're
you're
making it worse.
You really are. It's so bad the way people just like aggressively like. And I don't understand the need for like.
I think honestly, I think it boils down to, I talked about this with Deegan on my last podcast. Like it boils down to like people really want to like the stuff they like and don't want to also have to admit that it has like some edges that are rough and not good. And so like ultimately they just want to be like, what if I just made Indiana Jones a thing I like, very okay to enjoy, and not problematic and not weird.
Like you would not believe the kind of the shit I have to like basically hand wave away for Endwalker. When you get there,
sure.
You'll be like, wow.
I'm not surprised.
Like,
there's a lot of that. I love Final Fantasy XIV, but there's a lot of that in there. Like you gotta hand wave some stuff, and it's like, okay, you know what? It's genre fiction. This kind of happens. Like sometimes you get some really unfortunate and not good moments. That's like better just to say like these moments are unfortunate. They are not good.
Yeah.
It's kind of don't try and make them good. It's not going to help anyone.
I wonder if I can beat Dennis. So there's a bonfire in there. And I wonder if I can just beat Dennis to it.
I think you probably can. I think you can also beat Dennis.
Yeah, I could, but it's just in the event that like it just saves me from having to do that long walk.
Yeah, for sure. It's absolutely going to flip the lid of everyone who listens to your appearances on No Cartridge to hear that you gave it a 9.5.
Oh yeah, they're going to lose their minds.
They're going to be shocked. Like literally, it's like a complete like character arc at this point.
Jesus, Dennis.
Oh, jeez, Dennis. See, Dennis has your exact build. That's his problem.
Jesus.
How'd you get that, though? Just become my grandmother there. Why aren't you successful like that?
There we go. Fuck you, Dennis. Fuck you.
Oh, hey, a giant.
Yeah. That's all that's here.
Well,
this is my
that's okay.
favorite. My favorite thing about Soldier's Rest is all that's here is this weird. A giant rests in peace. It's just this dead giant. It's like a weird PvP zone dealy.
Oh, really?
bopper.
People go here to... Okay.
I don't know if they go there, but like the giants in this are used for PvP purposes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there like a reason for that, or is they just like...
They
easy?
drop little PvP seedlings.
Okay.
And I don't remember what they're used for. But and there we go. Here's our bonfire. It's almost there. I could have died, but thank God I.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you
Nullify
beat him.
Effigy's effect. Interesting.
What's that? Wait, you're not... But you're not...
Did I?
You're not human.
No.
Oh, did you... No, you're not human right now. So what happens if you nullify its effect? Effect expires in...
Is it because I defeated Dennis?
Maybe.
I don't know. Weird.
Weird.
Anyway, so that's it. We're done. We're done with the Forest of Fallen Giants for now. We will actually come back to Forest of Fallen Giants again, but for now, we're done here. We're gonna go back to Majula.
I loved that. I loved that little departure. That was wonderful.
Dude, my heart is beating so fast.
I bet. I know exactly. How
I
you
am
feel.
really surprised. I was like, because like Dennis will fuck you up. We benefit by I put up all those fucking souls into, and Titanite shards into this sword.
Oh yeah, the sword was huge with Dennis.
Yeah, the
honestly.
sword was incredibly huge, and also making sure that I was getting a hit on whenever he started to cast.
I knew you'd be back.
What up, Malentia?
He wasn't very good at figuring out like when to cast. I'll say that for Dennis.
No,
Kind of.
Dennis
kinda went for
Dennis
it.
relies on the
Times
fact that
these
he does
are.
not fucking care. Dennis
Yeah.
relies on the fact that one of his casts will take away half your health.
This is like, guess what? I'm gonna. I don't care what you're doing. I'm gonna do this cast.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, that was a cool spell.
yeah, it's the Dennis, like
Large soul of a Dennis.
large soul Dennis.
Dennis is my father-in-law's name, so it's kind of funny.
But so now we got 9,355 souls, and
That person
Dirty's-
who wants you to buy that petrified whatever is like so mad right now,
I know.
freaking out.
Oh,
Don't.
So we'll just say that person is M, at MEM_being, of abnormal mapping fame. Check them out on Twitter. Follow them on Twitter. Follow Abnormal Mapping. Subscribe to Abnormal
Abnormal Mapping is
Mapping's
wonderful,
podcasts, Patreon. We know what, we'll put a link in there because I owe M. And I will also link to M's episode where they fight Dennis, because I was really mean in sending them down there unawares, completely unprepared for the fact that
Dennis was there.
Armourer Dennis is there, and Armourer Dennis doesn't do shit for you other than like give you souls and like a humanity.
I think like the other thing about the funny thing that Emma's brought up here is they are of course part of the Great Gundam Project, and I was on a podcast today where they brought up the Great Gundam Project, and we were watching Grandma's Boy as part of the podcast, and I said, what if someone did a Great Sandler Project of everything Adam Sandler? Both of the hosts were appalled by the very
Yeah, because
idea.
that's a bad decision, and also it definitely exists.
The 100% would be a great podcast though if you got the right hosts.
I don't think
I-
so.
I
I
just
think that would
don't
just be
think so.
bad.
You think it would be bad? No, just like it's not about the material at that point. Gundam, it's about the material. The Adam Sandler podcast, it's about watching what happens to the hosts.
See, the great thing about the Gundam podcast was about realizing how the material is not about it's not about the material after a while.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
That-
No, that's the whole thing. Like most podcasts
Bearer
are,
of the
just, are
curse,
never about like
seek
actually-
lest this land.
what the podcast is about. It's about watching. People said this about Doughboys, which I like Nick on Doughboys. I haven't listened to that much of their podcast, but like someone mentioned it and said like it's a podcast about two friends who absolutely loathe each other. It's like, yeah, that's why you listen to a podcast. You just want two people who like you want some dynamic that you're looking at other than the content.
Yeah,
Important.
but
And Abnormal Mapping has that.
yeah, Abnormal Mapping has so many podcasts in their network, so you should go and check out Abnormal Mapping. And this whole Let's Play is really Dark Souls 2 has to happen because M just does not have space in their life for Dark Souls 2.
It's hard. It occupies a lot of space.
It is hard. It is hard to make time for it. Like I said, I was like, tonight, if it wasn't for the fact that I had Trevor, I would not be doing this.
Look, I mean, this is why co-hosts are good. I've never had one like consistently, and I will say, like, when I have had a co-host, it makes me do the project more.
You know, I was just about to walk to Hyde's Tower of Flame, and I just realized, I'm just like, why am I doing that?
I would have been so proud of you if you walked to Hyde's Tower of Flame.
Again. Well, it was really funny, because for the longest time, when I first started playing Dark Souls 2, I did not get past that first night, because I refused to not pick a fight with him.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah. I was just like, I didn't get to the bonfire for like an hour.
Oh, there you go.
God damn, that felt good.
I bet it did. That was remarkable. Are those statues of the guys you just fought?
Which they're
birds.
No,
birds.
these are the cool ass bird people.
They were the birds. Yeah, we found them earlier.
That like I didn't realize they were bird people until literally this run through Dark Souls 2.
Let me just say EAGLES Eagles. I don't get to say it often enough.
Go birds.
Go birds.
God, the being in Center City the night that they won the Super Bowl.
Oh man, that must have been like impossibly noisy.
It was so awful. Like the next morning, it was just like piss everywhere, and
that was the famous parade where someone just ate horse poop because people were like, "I bet you wouldn't do that."
What?
Like, I'm so happy the Eagles won. I'll do it anyway. Like, oh God, don't do it. You don't know what that horse ate. I had the experience of being in Chicago, right by Wrigley Field. That's where we lived when we were there. We were on a pretty quiet street, but it was like right by the stadium. So like we didn't get any of the overflow from Cubs games, really. But it would be loud sometimes, like if there was a concert. But one night after the Blackhawks won their second Stanley Cup, honestly, a parade of people just honking their horns, taking a pilgrimage to Wrigley Field, happened at 2 a.m, and Chris and I just sighed and got up and opened just watched Netflix for a while.
Oh God, I'll bet.
We're not getting back to sleep. This is stupid.
That's where my Uncle Steve, he lived in Chicago. That's where he used to live, right over by Wrigley Field.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a fun neighborhood to live in, honestly. Like, Wrigley Field and Clark Street are pretty insufferable in a lot of ways. However, I will say Lakeview is a lovely place to live, despite all of the redlining that has occurred in Chicago. Yeah. Can't do anything about that at this point, but it is important to know about the history of it.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, here's the fun AI we talked about before.
It's true.
Retainers.
I wonder if I could just not deal with him. I wonder if I could just not fight these guys, if they'll just stay in the rotunda. I don't know. You guys just gonna stay in the rotunda? No, you're gonna come, aren't you? Yeah, you wanna do the shit. That was needless of me.
No, I liked it.
Yeah, I did too. Okay, yeah, that's good enough.
I'm glad you did it.
Yeah, no, like that was important. It was important.
It was fun to watch.
It was for the people, you know.
It was for the people. You're right.
Okay,
I would say a lot of this Let's Play is for the people.
Nope.
Take that.
Like sometimes you're just an asshole. Sometimes you're just an asshole playing Dark Souls.
You got to take your aggression out somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's guarding a chest.
He's guarding a chest, and that chest has something quite important in it. Yeah, so we're going to have to fight this guy. And
is it a presidential candidate for the Democrats? I'm just trying to keep this relevant.
Jesus Christ. So these guys suck to fight.
I hate these guys. They're so hard.
Like, yeah, they fucking...
They will destroy you.
Because, yeah, they do not fuck around. But, so there we go. Taking him out.
I mean, like, honestly, like, those of you watching it thinking, like, that person wasn't that hard. If Dia hadn't taken that, that's Armourer Dennis level difficult if you don't, like, take your time.
Yeah.
They're such a pain.
So, this is the Ring of Binding. And this is important because we're gonna read the description. Oh, that's right. I don't need the life ring. Fuck the life. Or the blue ring. What the fuck does the blue seal even do? I don't think it does anything. So this limits HP reduction when hollow, which
there it is.
We talked about that you will lose your health every time you die when you're hollow, up to 50%. This caps it at 75%. An unusual ring of unknown origin limits the wearer's HP reduction when hollow. Alas, this ring will not make you human. What is lost is not easily retrieved. So yeah, we're gonna put that on.
Alas. Alas.
And now we won't lose so much HP when we die.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that for us.
I love that for us too. I also love. We're gonna cheese this boss, and I'm gonna do it right this time. God damn it! Actually, I probably won't, but we'll try it and see. Come on, buddy. Yeah!
Ah! That's a perfectly reasonable way to cheese the boss.
I think it's so good. If you are playing along at home, wait till his foot sets here, and then just run past him like I did. But like if you wait right until he's right here, he plants his foot right here. He'll always plant his foot like right on this line, and then you just run past him, and he just does that.
Yeah.
Yep. Without fail. Always works.
What's not to like?
It's great. And then you don't have to fight him, and now I've got 15,000 souls. Like, dude, it fucking rules. And then we can go up here.
I had such a hard time with that boss. Like, when I played Dark Souls 2, it was...
yeah, because if you fight him for real, like...
It's hard.
It sucks.
Yeah, he's really hard.
You know,
Can you read the description of his soul?
I can.
I'm interested in what his deal is.
Okay, so... His deal. Actually, we're gonna rest this bonfire real fast.
Oh, yeah,
smart. Just because. And inventory. The Dragonrider soul. Soul of a Dragonrider who faithfully served King Vendrick. Long ago, the Dragonriders mounted worms and were feared on the battlefield for their unparalleled strength. Use a Dragonrider soul to acquire numerous souls or create something of great worth. So this is interesting because King Vendrick has dragon riding soldiers. You know,
very different from Dark Souls 1.
Very
honestly.
different from Dark Souls 1. And yet, you know, we are supposedly in this is a sequel. Well, Trevor, what's going on with this?
Well, I don't know. Is it possible that the sequel is treading new ground?
It could be.
Never. It would be widely maligned if that were the case, and everyone loves this game, right?
Right? Everyone loves this game. So the traditional thing for playing a Hexer is to come here immediately, cheese that boss, run up here, and then just basically just yeet this bitch off of this, like, you know, this weird structure, whatever we're on, this weird gazebo. And then you get a bunch of souls from her, you get a bunch of stuff from her, and you find a secret passageway, and you go talk to a guy, and he says, guess what? Now you're a Hexer. I'm not joking. Like, it's literally basically what happens. I don't want to kill her because I think she's neat. and I want to
Do you
talk
have
to
to
her.
kill her in order to become a hexer?
You don't have to kill her to become a hexer.
Well, that's good.
Spoilers.
I like her
she's
too.
dying before we get through the end of this. But we're not going to yeet her off the building.
Isn't she already dying?
Are you from
No.
these parts?
I don't know. Maybe not.
My name is Licia. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power. But the cost of it, that's for your heart to decide.
Ugh, it's totally running a, give what you can stall here.
Oh, no, she sells the miracles for a premium. And this ring of prayer that increases faith, she sells that for 28,000 souls.
Yikes.
Yeah,
I'm having
but
sticker
so
shock.
she's got all these miracles. We could buy them if we cared, but Derby doesn't care. Derby has lost her faith. As we
I like
we
that
all know.
Homeward is exactly the same image.
Yeah.
Really good.
So is, I think Lightning Spear and Force. Caressing Prayer is a new miracle. Purifies
Oh,
the body,
poison.
removing all poison. That's actually kind of nice. And so we get the
Helpful.
heals, the medium heal, the great heal excerpt. I think her prices are actually more reasonable than in other. There's some kind of significant deflation apparently happening in miracles.
The
But
economy of Drank Lake is a whole problem.
it really is.
I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. Why did I come here? Well, do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles? My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world. And such is my only wish. Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well, I must do this. And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude. I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here. Without any goings-on, I'll have to move soon. To a place I could help the gullible by teaching the good word.
Yeah, she's not dying. I forgot she's a fraud.
Yeah, she's
I expected this cathedral
okay.
to a place.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So she
no
is.
need for miracles.
She is a fraud.
The
Licia of Lindelt. We have no need for miracles because, like I said, Derby's not about that life. And in this incarnation, in this version of the Derby myth, so we're just not gonna fuck with that. But she should.
Yeah, we should spend those souls, right?
Yeah, and so now she's gonna go back to Majula.
Because we have a friend there.
Yeah, we do have a friend in Majula. So let's pop back to Majula and see what's going on there. And while I'm here, I think I'm just gonna munch the Dragonrider soul because I don't have a particular need for that.
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
yeah, there's 6,000
Hefty.
souls. And so Licia is going to be taking up residence. Shit, where is it? Licia, where is Licia set up residence?
By the pigs.
Is it by the pigs? No, is it down here? I'm trying to remember which. Yeah, here we go. So here she is. She's camping out down here for some reason next to that weird contraption.
Oh, hello there. An honor to see you again. This room is not as it seems. There are two, not one pathways leading out. And And only this lovely thing reveals the other path. And this, you lovely thing, only runs on miracles. Shall I provide you with one?
So she will move the path for us. Licia Lindell. If we'd killed her on the thing, we could get the thing that move it ourselves. But again, like I said, I like to keep her alive for. So we only need 2,000 souls for that. So we'll let her move stuff around.
I like the play on the Woody Guthrie. This machine kills fascists. This machine runs on miracles.
God.
May the power of miracles be with you.
Yeah, sure, Licia. The power of miracles. There's some rouge water.
The water I get when I wash off my rouge.
If we were playing Vanilla WoW, that would be the rogue water. And there's this weird structure back here with all this shit going on. And
this makes me so nervous.
It really...
Oh my god.
It's like really nerve-wracking.
Nails on a chalkboard. Oh no.
So, yeah, especially, just sitting here, chilling out, close to 20,000 souls.
Yeah, that's all gone.
No, it's okay.
Why did we spend them? It's an interesting question.
Yeah, well, because I need to go and talk to this guy.
Oh, he seems cool.
He seems cool, right?
The dark stirs. I see it. The dark is sparked within you. My name is Felkin.
Hi, Felkin.
I will trade with you. What do you need?
So Felkin has cool shit. First of all, he's got.
Oh yeah! Wow, look at that
Chaos
stuff.
Rapier, the Archdrake staff, Archdrake chime. Like that's some cool shit. He's got the Ring of Life Protection, nullifies death but breaks. That's like the Ring of Sacrifice. He has Dark Pine Resin. We can apply dark to our right hand weapon, but then he's also got hexes.
He's the hexer. Okay.
But we're gonna talk to him
This
first.
land lies closest to the dark. That is why I came here. This kingdom collapsed long ago. All that are left are either undead or hollow. Save a few misfits like myself. I went to a great school in the south, but neither sorcery nor pyromancy appealed. I learned nothing at all. It was there that I happened upon the dark. It drew me in, the nebulous dark.
Classic
Soon I
Vanderbilt
was
grad.
drawn to this land where dark runs deeper than anywhere else.
I like that he changed his major. He went to a good school.
He's like, went to a good school. It's just nothing appeal. This is just the garbage.
Hexes originated in ancient times. They were once a form of sorcery, but the practice was lost, then later rediscovered. Those devoted to hexes are a lonely lot, but nevertheless they give their life to their art. Such is the fate of we practitioners of dark. What drew me to the dark? I do not know. Hexes are more than mere tools to me. I feel affinity and warmth, something universal, nostalgia even. Those who discover dark realize this, and they never come back.
It's really weird.
So
The way he describes dark is unlike any dark magic in anything else. Like,
right?
It's very warm and sort of welcoming. Odd.
Yeah, and it's even in opposition to the way we think of dark from Dark Souls 1. Like, the dark was just this kind of corrupting maw that just, engulfed everything that went into it and corrupted it, and then, continued to consume. But, he's a little weird, but, he does not he's not Artorius'd up.
No, not at all.
This land, like this kingdom, all that are left are... So, I went to... It drew me here sooner.
So...
Ooh, what's that ring he has?
It's just it's a ring of lag protection.
Yeah. Okay, we covered that. Sorry.
You can give us the hexing thing yet, I don't think, but so yeah, so we can't use...
get the dark orb you can use.
Yeah, I can use dark orb. I was gonna buy I'm just gonna buy these because
Yeah, it makes sense. You have the souls.
Have them.
You gonna buy the barrier?
No, because that's just a miracle.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It is.
Yeah, don't buy all your hexes, Felkin.
Hexes, they were once, though such is the fate. Come again. The dark is always within you.
Ugh. It's troubling.
Did he not give us our... So this is the zone we'll be going to in a little bit.
Huntsman's Cove.
We're not going here just yet. Felkin.
I mean, are you not dark enough yet? Is that the problem?
I
Like
think
you didn't
I
kill
might...
that
The dark.
Celia?
What drew me to it? I feel...
I think I don't have high enough stats. I think that is the thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I might have to have one of my stats at 20, I think, first. But...
That's fine.
Yeah, you know, I miscalculated on what point he gives you shit.
I really like Huntsman's Copse a lot.
It's a really, really fun zone. But we're not going to be there. We're not going to be there this week.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I'm going to get to see all of them.
We are going to see all of the zones. We're going to fight all the bosses. It's going to be great. We killed Armourer Dennis, so we're just basically unstoppable at this point. Man, I kind of want to kill Licia now. Just because.
He's mad at her.
I mean, she just sucks.
She's interesting, though. You're right.
She is interesting, and like
You're not wrong about that.
And there's reasons to keeping her alive, for later purposes that we'll get into, that are not now purposes. Can I level up? Yeah, I can get a level out of this. Hey, lady.
Bearer of the curtain, seek, lest.
Let's do it. We're gonna, you know what? We'll put it into faith. Yeah, because I don't think our current catalyst does hexes.
Lame. Bad.
Let's see. I don't think so, at least. Use sorceries. Yeah, I think you need a hexing staff. Let's see. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll just try this real fast. Dark Lord. Oh no. Okay.
Okay, cool.
It works. Nice. Yeah, it's just not like ideal. But that's fine. So let's actually attune spells. So that takes up just one slot, which is cool. We can't put dark weapon. We can't do resonant flesh. Okay, so we gotta bump our stuff. Go bump our stuff up. But so now we got dark orb. We are on our way to becoming a real ass hexer.
Dorby.
Dorby. But once again, I'm forgetting that I can travel this way. And because there's another,
May as well walk, right?
You know, so there's a lot still in Hyde's Ruin. There's this place over here still, the Tower of Flame.
Okay.
I guess I don't know. Is that the where I want to start with? Yeah, I guess we'll start there. Trying to decide which path through Hyde's Tower is more of a pain in the ass, and I don't know.
Yeah. The climbing and stuff makes it, I don't know, tricky at best.
You know, just this lovely kind of wrecked
Beautiful.
Dubrovnik. So let's see what this orb shit is all about. Oh.
Oh boy. I was like, did the orb spawn something? That's neat.
Oh shit.
Ooh. That's a gruesome twosome right there.
I forgot when you kill the
Oh
one,
yeah, after you kill the Dragonrider, they all
all wake
aggro.
up. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I think usually from this part I actually just end up running.
That's reasonable.
So, you know, we might just do that. Because we don't need anything from here anymore. We can just run through. We can just get past this guy. Don't need that. Deal with that asshole.
Yeah. They can't catch you.
No, they can't.
No, they're too slow. They can't catch you.
They eventually kind of catch up with you over here, where, especially because there's like this, there's some real
that's
jerk.
a lot of. Oh boy.
Yeah.
At this point, I think you're being followed by far too many people to defeat, right? Like
Oh, yeah,
Even at,
no,
even at a high level, you'd be.
And so-
and there's a dragon.
Yeah, there's a dragon here too.
Oh no. Kind of hope that flame would have gotten those guys.
I'm pissed it didn't. But I did like seeing him get stomped under Dragon's foot.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was. All right, so I'm gonna have to just fight these assholes. That's annoying. But you know, whatever. Whatever, you know, just whatever. Like, you know, okay.
Like whatever.
See if we can
Gen
get.
X loves to say.
If I can just have that guy come back first, so I can just fight that one Hide Knight by himself.
If you hit the
Oh, there he goes.
if you
He
use the
sees me.
soul arrow, I think it probably
He
would, right?
sees me
'Cause
now.
it's a little. Oh, there you go. Good call.
There you go. Okay, so that's one problem down.
They don't even give that many souls for what
No,
they are.
they really don't. Fuck off. That's right. Give me your dumb orb. No one cares about your orb, buddy.
It's true.
Okay, what's this life gem?
Heat mechanic.
The blue orbs are actually pretty fun because that's you go into the world of someone who's been invaded. I think is the deal there.
Okay.
All right, there's that little squirrely fucker over there shuffling. Look at his little shuffle. I love the Hide Knights because they are so creepy and just like arthritic.
They're so broken.
Yeah, like you know,
I like that one knight on the ledge there. It's pretty cool. Looking at the tower. To the
yeah.
left there. Yeah, that's neat. You could use the binoculars to oh, you know what, actually, yeah, hit that guy now. That makes more
yeah.
sense. Yikes. Is this the first dragon in Dark Souls that you just actually are meant to approach and kill? feel like every other dragon from Demons. to
Yeah,
Dark
I think
Souls
this is
1
the first dragon that's just like, hi, I'm a fucking dragon and I'm gonna be in your way.
Yeah, because the other ones are just like, okay, this is a problem that you have to solve if you want to get down this path.
Yeah. And they're problems, you know, they're impediments. They're not actual just enemies. And I guess this one is technically also just an impediment. Jesus.
Yeah, it's an impediment, but it's clearly meant to be like, yeah, you go fight this thing, you know.
Yeah.
Not a like. I remember at Dark Souls when I first played that game, I kept trying to fight the dragon. Like I would line up a bow on its tail and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I actually got its like tail to drop as a weapon that way.
Oh yeah, that's
before I
the
knew you could do that.
the classic Drake sword.
Yeah, I had no idea you could do that. That was cool. Good introduction to the game, actually. But like, yeah, realizing like, okay, I can't do anything with this until, you know, I solve the problem.
Jesus. God, I forgot just like fuck this zone. I hate this zone
It's
so
so
much.
bad. I don't know why they come alive. It's like, it's so unfair that they come alive once you beat the Dragonrider.
Like
It's weird that the
and it's
Dragonrider
weird
and
because
the
it's not that interesting. Like
No. No, this is the one place where I will say those people who are complaining about the mobs are right. It's interesting that the Dragonrider doesn't actually interact with the dragon.
Yeah.
Can you... I wonder if you could get him to do that if you visited the dragon first. I don't know. I've never done that. Probably not. But you would think they'd want to have him ride it. Mount the worm.
Oh, I missed. It sucks. Hate that for me. She gets this. What are you doing, buddy? No, don't do that. Specifically didn't want you to do that. Come on over here. Come see me. Come see me. Come on. Come on. Okay, I can use the crossbow, damn it.
Yeah, there you go. That'll do it. Ooh.
Damn it.
Oh, I thought you got him.
I did too. But no, he just went around the fucking corner like an asshole.
He's so good at dodging things.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, just you. Just you, buddy.
I think what's really like the thing about these guys that gives me the hardest trouble is they don't seem like they should be mobile. Right, like the whole moveset feels very slow, but when they're fighting you, all of their blows are very fast.
Yeah. Well, they have that one attack that I do love that we just saw a minute ago, where he like lashes out.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh no! I thought he was dead. How much health does he have?
God.
Oh, well, there you go, viewers. Now you see why they're a problem.
Yeah. And this guy is he's just a sword and shield, so that's not so bad.
There
Okay.
we go.
There we go.
When they have the long weapons, they really are a problem.
Yeah. Here's the old night helm. Oh, there's something down here. You can get a nice, good close-up look at that weird water.
I love it. So glad you pointed it out.
Yeah, because it's like one of my favorite things. And you can see the monument in Majula up there. And then there's this big old cathedral. So let's see. What do I got? Yeah, we're running low on these guys. Oh, I'm gonna put some. The other one's up, so I'm gonna need to heal.
You have a monument in Majula.
I hate this guy. This guy in particular sucks.
Yeah, he's gonna be a
so
problem.
much.
Although if you can aggro him, maybe you can hit him with some spells. Although you might want to save those for the dragon. I don't know. So fast.
Like,
Oh, God.
yeah.
So unfair. Out of Estus flask before we get to the dragon. It's so rude.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, figure it out, fucker.
Owned.
I remember my first time in Dark Souls 2 because, you know, I think we've brought it up before, but the enemies eventually, if you kill them enough, they stop respawning. Which is neat. Like, it's just objectively neat.
Yeah, it is. It's just like, it's a smart idea. It's a really good way. It's a really good way to kind of like reward perseverance, which I think is like something that you could like absolutely lose if you are. Oh, that's a good idea. If you are like constantly going through that particular run.
Yeah, and like it's like you know, it's like, okay, you're not making it through. Okay, that's right. I can get him from here. And I think I can snipe him. Not like that. No.
Not quite. Not quite.
Nope. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to run in and get at his feet.
Just imagining the kind of person who has a good enough bow at this point to snipe him.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it actually does anything in this. Oh, but he's gonna do that shit, apparently. Oh.
Oh my.
Dickweed. Dude, how much fucking HP do you have? There we go, finally.
There we are, yeah, alright.
And we got a petrified dragon bone and a watch dragon parma. And we got a little
dragon
lever.
Parma.
Yeah. And hey, you know what? Got a soul's back. And we can pull this lever. And it's gonna drop this thing down, which is cool.
Fall right on your dead. Well, achievement unlocked. This is Dark Souls.
Yeah. And the Cathedral of the Blue.
Okay.
An old radiant lantern. What's in here? What's in this box? Human effigy times 5.
Whoa.
Oh,
My goodness.
You know, I don't.
15 human effigies.
No, we don't have any Estus Flask, do we?
I mean, I would use at this point.
I'm gonna.
What are you saving them for?
Yeah, right. Like, what? Let's see. So clearly,
Looking good, Derby.
clearly, there's a boss up here.
Yeah.
I wonder,
Ooh.
can we get any friends? I thought there's a friend actually back this way. One of the
Okay.
NPC friends, if I'm not mistaken. Is he over there? Can't remember.
This has been a great stream for people who love bosses.
Yeah, really. You know, last time we did what? We did Pursuer, and we did the last
Yeah,
giant.
you're right. We did there's so many bosses in this game.
And then this one, yeah, no, that's part of why it's great. Is like there's so many fucking bosses.
Yeah. It just makes for great content too. At that
That's true. I thought
Not that. Yeah.
I thought one of the cool guys was actually over here. One of the cool NPCs. Maybe I was wrong.
Oh, I had a friend mention to me that they think Chaos. Remember our friend Chaos last time?
Yeah.
Killed Pursuer so quickly because they imbued their sword with lightning.
Oh yeah, no, like they used a
That
mace,
makes sense.
which
Oh yeah, it was a mace.
which gives you plus. In Dark Souls 2, the mace critical modifier is really pretty significant. Like it opens a lot of doors in a game full of knights. And then actually I think you might be on over on the other side. But I wonder if that means I can just pick him up there and bring him back with me.
I bet.
Probably.
Don't see why not.
Cause
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there we go. Masterless Glencore.
Ah, we talked about him last time.
Yeah, because Masterless Glencore fucking rules.
It seems like it, right?
And so we don't have any Estus Flask, but, you know,
With Master's Glencore on our side.
yeah, like
Maybe we
the
can
question
make
is,
this work.
do we need it if we have Masterless Glencore? And the answer is probably yeah, but you know,
Look,
like
we just got 5 human effigies. I think it's fine.
it's true. Actually, can I use it a human effigy? You know?
You could.
No, I can't.
I've definitely used humanity that way.
Yeah,
you could use the big life gems.
I could use the big life gems. Oh, I've got an old radiant life gem. That's going to be useful in that boss fight. So
Big
Masterless
ol'
Glencore is just rolling deep with us. We're going to take him to this next boss. Because, you know, why not?
Masterless Glencore.
He's a neat guy.
I like him. I like his enormous sword.
Yeah. I like his whole deal. Like he's got the enormous sword. He's got his little kind of parrying shield.
And have you heard that Dark Souls has been influenced by Berserk? Well, you might be surprised to learn that. Just kidding.
No, Dark Souls influenced by Berserk. Surely, huge chest. So what's
I'm just-
back
yeah.
here? There's gonna be a boss. Oh,
it's the
no.
old Dragonslayer.
Yeah,
What's he doing with all the dragons?
wrecking my ass. Oh,
Masterless
Jesus.
Glencore, what are you doing? Got a tank for us, buddy. Honestly, Masterless Glencore does some damage.
Yeah, He's like I said, he's solid bro. That's right. Stagger, motherfucker. Yeah, Masterless Glencore,
yes.
we did it.
Nice job. Wow.
So, if you are familiar with Dark Souls 1 or a Dark Souls 1 Let's Play, that guy might have looked really familiar to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he look a lot like our good buddy Ornstein?
He sure did.
Yeah, he sure does.
Is there anything in his stuff he just dropped that
We're
tells us about
gonna take a look at that and see what that's about. But first,
And, you know, that place kind of reminds me of where you fought Ornstein.
it is. It's a big cathedral. It's got these two big statues.
I like that it had pews. That was a nice touch.
The pews are great because, like, you just line him up and watch him just plow through all the pews as he
doesn't
comes
care.
towards you to kill you. And then he just does, like, you know, half your health in one stab, and then he takes, like, you know, the other, like, third. So there's this dude over here who's just standing, you know, on this little...
Standing watch. He has a cool sword, a cool shield. I like his tree shield.
We got a
Or
cleric's
cleric's
parma and a
parma.
tower shield. And yeah, he's out
Wow.
here. He's got this, like, this sick partisan, and he just looks cool.
I like
You know,
him a lot.
he's like he's like the D&D cleric you aspire to be.
Transient being.
That's
This
me.
is no place for one such as you. Be gone. You are not needed.
Rude.
Transient being. You would never make a Knight of the Blue, and I have nothing more to say.
But we have the
Be
covenant.
gone. You are not needed. Transient. You would never make a Knight of the Blue.
Okay.
Be gone.
I think we actually have to use one of the cracked blue eye orbs and, like, go and do a thing in order to, like, become one. Like, I think,
okay.
I don't think we haven't done enough
Invasion.
in,
and stuff.
like helping out an invader or something like that, or killing an invader. There's something to do with PvP because it's a PvP covenant. It's,
Yeah, sure.
It's you know you talk to him and you can join the Way of the Blue, and then you can come here. I think these three statues actually end up, like, lighting up with PvP options or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But he also, like, that becomes you get summoned into worlds to help other people when they get invaded.
That's a fun, like, especially if you like PvP.
Yeah,
It's a really fun idea.
I really like the kind of zone defense PvP covenants in Dark Souls. Like Dark Souls 3, where they finally kind of really got the shit together with multiplayer. That was really fun doing. Like, I did the Anor Londo one. I did there's a swamp that, you know, like the like Path of Sorrows or whatever, Swamp of Sorrows. And you can join the Covenant, kind of do zone defense there, and that's a lot of fun because you'll get, like, it'll be like 3-on-1 sometimes. It's great. And you're just like this, like, you know, like thrown together squad that just goes and wrecks
Bearer
shit.
of the curse. Seek
And of course, like,
lest
the PvP people are so unreasonably jacked that it probably is, like, still a pretty fair fight. Whoa. Whoa.
Getting there.
That's good.
Yeah, that is. Okay. So, confirm that. Yep. And let's actually... We got these souls and stuff. We got the old Dragonslayer soul. The old Dragonslayer is reminiscent of a certain knight that appears in old legends.
Oh.
Use
okay.
the special soul of the old Dragonslayer to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. So it's reminiscent. We also got some stuff in our inventory. We got what? We got the...
Didn't we get some sort of
We got the-
karma?
we got-
Oh, the ring. It's a ring.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
got the
ring.
Leo ring. The beloved ring of a dragon-slaying knight strengthens thrust weapon counterattacks. After many years of use, the ring's face is worn down, but close inspection reveals an engraved lion. So this is the old Leo ring. In Dark Souls 1, it is just the Leo ring.
Interesting.
So we have this weird sense of continuity.
In a game that is heretofore rejected.
Right. It's one of those
That's
fun
great.
things. I actually don't remember if that's supposed to be Ornstein or not. God.
It seems like it's just reminiscent of Ornstein.
It's one of those things where it's I can't so one of either I think Ornstein in Dark Souls 1 is supposed to be an illusion. He is part of the illusion conjured up by Gwendolyn, and Smaug is the real one there.
Okay. Interesting.
Because I think, God, it's in one of these items. Is it in the Divine Blessing? No. So here we go. Water blessed by an ancient goddess. Her name is long forgotten, and the Magic Academy of Melfia denies even her existence. In any age, there are those who refuse to see reason. It is their meddling that distorts the truth. No. We'll eventually read more of these items, but that was what I was looking for one in particular that I thought. Nope. Don't think I have it.
Oh well.
Yeah, we'll get there.
That's super interesting. I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, we do have there was the Parma that we got. Not the Crimson Parma, it was the Cleric's Parma. A Parma used by clerics on pilgrimage, enchanted with a somewhat fragile blessing that allows spells to be deflected by parrying. Unfortunately, the shield provides very little physical defense and is more of a lucky charm than a proper shield.
Yeah.
Large leather shield. It's just a leather shield. Just a blue shield. Watch Dragon Parma. Here we go. A shield decorated by intertwined dragons. The black and white contrast depicts the ebb and flow of the fate of all things living, and the serpentine dragons that watch over the march of time. The bearer of this shield will be blessed by great fortune in battle. So that's interesting that we've got these serpentine dragons that watch over the march of time, because the dragons that we saw previously were not really serpentine.
No, not at all, in fact.
No, but there were the primordial serpents who were serpentine. And also much more cleanly aligned with the notion of black and white. Cath and Frampt very cleanly become kind of set up this duality.
You're right. And I mean, honestly, that kind of serpentine quality in those two, I wouldn't even thought of them as dragons, but of course they are.
Right. But so then that is the thing is, are they dragons? Are they dragons, or have we this is now a point in time where they have become draconic.
But there are more it seems like they were closer to dragons in this world than we are in Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, so who's making all these fucking dragons?
Good question.
That is a good question because
the Scholar of the First Sin. No, I don't think it is.
Well,
I don't think it is.
This is a big ass shield. It's a tower shield. That's my one problem with shields in Final Fantasy XIV is you don't get big ass shields,
Right.
As a paladin,
you should get a big shield as a paladin.
You should, but you only get these little wussy shields. The biggest shields you get are I did the relics for the paladin because I really wanted to get Excalibur and I wanted the Holy Shield. I was just
sure.
These are classic Final Fantasy things. I want Excalibur for Carmelita. And finally getting the Holy Shield, I was okay, I finally have a shield that looks like a fucking shield, and not like a little sliver of metal.
Yeah, I get that everyone is like sort of waifish for the most part in Final Fantasy 14, but like you want those chunky shields on a tank.
I want,
Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry,
I
yeah.
want when my shield bash connects with someone, I don't want it to be a little like kind of like little. It's like a little like teardrop lozenge, and I'm like, what is this? Is not a shield.
I want to think like I can hide behind this and like withstand a dragon's flame.
Yeah. Like you're not casting Sheltron with that shit.
Right. Yeah.
But alas, but Dark Souls gives us big shields. We want
big shield. Big shields.
We want big shields. Dark
I'm
Souls.
glad that you read the thing for the Tower Shield because I love that it appears in this game when the Tower Shield Knights are like so prominent in Dark Souls 1. It's just so cool to see it.
Look at this shield is sick.
So good.
Look at like the embossing, like this angry embossed sun on it.
Can you imagine if you saw that shield in like a museum?
Dude,
That'd be so cool.
That would be cool as hell.
It
just takes over your whole body. This is what I want. Why don't I have this? Yoshida, give me a tower shield, because there are tower shields in Final Fantasy 14. They do not look like this.
No,
they do not look like that
to.
at all, and they should. Yeah, like no, like seriously. The Watch Dragon Parma. So let's actually take.
Oh, that's very cool, and they do look. It does look like Frampt.
That is much more Frampt and Kath. Especially the way their heads...
They even have, like, their mustaches and stuff, yeah.
And they have that hook to their neck where they kind of lope down because they're made of weird jelly.
Interesting.
But yeah, so that is an interesting thing.
I like
and
that shield.
That is something that maybe Ornstein was packing for some reason.
I love the Ornstein element.
I do. I'll have to look it up and remind ourselves next time about what the deal with the Ornstein and the Smo and who ended up here. Because as I recall, basically what happened was, Gwyn fucked off. This is the legend of what the hell happened to Ornstein, and I think that I'm pretty sure I'm right. Gwyn fucked off to go do the flame thing, and the kingdom started falling to shit because the king and the land are one. Arthuriana 101, but also this extends back through all of narrative storytelling about The king and the land are one. It's really important to understanding Dark Souls and also the entire history of literature.
It's that classic synecdoche.
Yeah. And so things went to shit because Gwyn went to shit, and Guinevere was like, "Fuck this, I'm getting out," and she hitched a ride with Ornstein. And they fucked off to a distant land, and I'm pretty sure that distant land was supposed to be Drangleic. And
okay,
that is what my memory. I have formed a memory of that based on item descriptions that I'm half remembering.
I like that story.
It's a good story, but I'm pretty sure that's the deal with Ornstein and why Ornstein was actually not there at the fight in Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, that was a projection of Gwendolyn, right?
That being said, I don't know if that was actually Ornstein that we just fought.
Dark Sun Gwendolyn.
Yeah, Dark Sun Gwendolyn, make a little bit of an Ornstein puppet. Has a little Ornstein puppet as a treat. Okay. Now we have decisions to make, and I think I am leaning towards one direction.
Okay.
But
well, I mean, you're the rudder here.
Yeah. So there's two paths we can take. One takes us through one section of, or actually, wait, can we actually not do that? Now I'm like trying to remember how
Maybe
I
we
did.
only have one path.
Maybe we only have one path, and I'm just remembering things wrong. So you know what? We got like 10 more minutes, right? We can just spend
Oh yeah, no.
another 10 minutes just checking out the Lost Bastille, because this is where I thought where we would end up next. But I think I might actually be wrong, and that we actually can't do anything here just yet. But maybe we can. We'll see. Maybe we'll just end up dying here. Like,
I mean,
absolutely
this is,
horribly.
Whoa, dogs. Oh no.
There's a lot of terrible shit here.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, there's that weird guy.
Okay, so
over
yeah,
there.
I think maybe we actually can go here next time.
Yeah.
And we'll just
This
do
is oh no. Oh my gosh. He almost got you.
Hey, we'll just do this. Just like, I like that. He just kind of like lop. I love these weird bandaged giant dudes.
They're so strange.
They're so strange.
They're really big. Like I like how big they are.
I'm actually permanently trapped on this side now. So I guess we'll just have to go through this door and see what's over here.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I love a number of people get fucked up here. Someone will always put a liar will put down a note that like this is like try jumping off.
Oh yeah,
and
I've
you'll
seen
just
that note
see
before.
just bodies, just bloodstains.
Because it seems like you should be able to. It's like
it really does. And like there is kind of a weirdness to the way the Lost Bastille is set up. Like that I was for a minute there. I thought, oh wait, no, this actually doesn't take us where we want to go. This is perfect. We'll end with this.
Ooh.
One of the most important
Yes.
characters in all of Dark Souls. I want us to get a good look at this.
Oh, what's going on with his eyes?
Yeah, right. It's okay.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me.
Her eyes. Their eyes.
Things are better that way. You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. But you...
Oh man.
I'm called Lucatiel. From the land of Mira to the far east, across the mountains. They say Drang Lake brims with powerful souls. And so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you. I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens, I won't be missed. You are an odd one well, you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are...
So I
come from Mira. Don't hesitate.
So yeah, this is Lucatiel of Mira.
I like how you could see her hair. Like if you look at her hair, it's like clear where the mask is.
Mm-hmm.
That's really interesting. That's cool.
And then she's got that weird hat. The really cool weird hat that I think the mask is actually attached to the hat. But so yeah, so that is Lucatiel of Mira, and she it's kind of this like weird like Sir Walter Raleigh like swashbuckler.
It's an unbelievable look.
It's such an interesting look to
a
just show
scabbard
up
without a sword.
Yeah, where is her sword? That's weird. But yeah, so like the we've got these kind of like these this little like kind of pirate look, and this the mask with
that's such
eyes.
a tall hat.
It's a very tall hat. Is that a feather? Yeah, it's a feather. There's a giant feather in this hat. It's a weird feather.
Yeah, it's a very pointy feather.
Mm-hmm. And she's made a point of avoiding people, but because we kept questioning her, she has warmed up to us.
She just wants a little attention.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's good. People thrive on it.
No, I like, Lucatiel has come to Drangleic for some purpose.
From Mira.
From Mira. We'll learn more about Lucatiel as we progress through the game.
I like Lucatiel.
I do too.
I like her whole deal.
Yeah.
I did not expect her.
Yeah, Lucatiel is very, very fun and interesting. And tragic. Because everyone in Dark Souls is tragic.
Of course. Absolutely.
You can't get, no one comes to Drangleic for good reasons.
Not really Derby. Derby's not tragic.
Derby is tragic.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to build Derby up. Here.
Derby does not know why Derby came here. Derby barely knew who Derby was. Derby has embraced the dark, for God's sake, and is wearing, like the two of them go together because Derby's got this little conquistador hat, and Lucatiel is over here just like looking like rocking the Sir Walter Raleigh, gonna do some Lost Colony establishment.
Got a real Ponce de Leon versus Sir Walter vibe going on.
Yeah,
here.
we really do.
Just like a comic I never needed to read.
God, it's like the worst vision of Tintin. It's like a Tintin, it's like stuck in time.
Oh God, it's unreadable.
And so we go over here and see there's another more of these guys out here. This is a weird prison. This is a weird Bastille.
Well, yeah, because it is a Bastille, so it is a prison.
Yeah.
But it's ruined. It's already been sacked.
Yeah. It's lost.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. And not like, because you hear Lost Bastille and you think like, okay, maybe it's like lost in time or lost in space, right? That kind of like approach to the best. Like this is like lost in the sense of like, no, it's been ruined.
This is Bowslinger Uxie.
Bowslinger Uxie.
Bowslinger Uxie has a crossbow that's got a shield attached to it.
Whoa.
They're gone now. You can hear the dogs panting.
Yeah, honestly.
It's very funny.
Ugh. Dogs in Dark Souls games are just always the worst.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that shit.
No, you really don't.
And there's those guys over there.
Now those guys you could deal with. I think you take them. There's the bandage guy.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Oh, here it comes. I'll get you. Yeah. Lucatiel gets to watch your stuff there.
Yeah, Lucatiel gets to check it out.
Roll.
The one thing that does suck about Dark Souls 2, and I do consider this a flaw.
I'm listening.
I know Dark Souls 1's quest can be frustrating, but did you fuck it up? You fucked it up, man. You fucked it up.
What's he supposed to do?
I wanted him to knock it, to push it down.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
it opens up that,
Yeah. You fucked it up, buddy, and now we can't have nice things.
Maybe next time.
Can't push this. No. And I can't hit it myself. Because I've got fire on my sword.
So you were going to say about the quest line, though.
But yeah, so Dark Souls 1, the quest line involves us doing things at certain points, not doing things at other points, in order to progress the narrative. The way you progress the narratives in Dark Souls 2 is you fight 3 bosses with that person summoned, and they have to live through it.
Yeah, that's hard.
It's a little difficult. It's not like impossible, but it just feels like kind of you didn't really know how to solve the problem of your quest pathing doesn't work so good sometimes.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like it's that balance between like kind of the vagueness of the world of Dark Souls and then the fact that it's like, yeah, this is too vague. I can't make it. Like, I didn't even know there was a quest here. You got to tell me there's something.
Yeah.
Because they've never quite struck that balance. I guess they
No.
kind of do in Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 does an okay job of it. Bloodborne does an
Closer,
okay
yeah.
job of it.
Bloodborne, I'd say, does a pretty good job of it.
Yeah.
You can path your way to the extra stuff in Bloodborne.
Yeah, and it also just does less. there's less like 40-point quest lines, like because you can still fuck up like Sigmire and Siegfried both just like are just so long that they can't juggle the pieces very well.
Right.
Which, I get it. It's hard. I tried to make an RPG Maker game once. This one is interesting because, like, one of the things Michael and I talked about, Michael Lutz, when he was on, we were doing the Crystal Cave and the fight with Seath, the Scaleless, and the ways that zone and that boss fight where he, kicks your ass and you die, and then you end up at like a bonfire that you haven't attuned to, and you're in prison, and then you can light the bonfire, and like it doesn't really make sense, and just the ways in which Dark Soul and like you're suddenly like in this weird. You go through like medieval hell, and then you're in like this strange like library with this large dragon, and the dragon has made a human scale library for his dragon self, and like just the ways in which Dark Souls calls attention to the fact that it is a game, and like doesn't give a shit. It's just like, what this needs to be a library that is navigable by you, the player. We have to make it human scale for some reason.
Yeah, I love that element of it, because it also just like speaks to that classic thing in every JRPG from a certain era where like, oh, you're in jail now, check all the walls, there's a rat here. Oh, well, your food's coming in over here. Like, what are you gonna do with that? Like, it's such a nice like callback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's the point where games need to solve certain game problems. And like narrative, sometimes has to like just accommodate it.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's Dark Souls being like, yeah, you fight 3 bosses with them and of course that progresses your relationship. Like
now you're besties.
Yeah, like now you have moved through time together. And if they die as a soul, and that's the weird thing. So like if they die, in combat, then that's when their quest line ends. The only way to do it is if like you're in a fight with Lucatiel and she dies, you have to die.
Then it doesn't count.
Yeah, then it doesn't count. But if she dies and you win, you have progressed through time, and Lucatiel has died, and then they no longer. Yeah, it's very weird, and it's also really frustrating sometimes.
It can be very confounding. Yeah, at least there's a way to get out of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, at least there's a way that you don't have to because the autosave is rough.
Yeah. But so we're actually just gonna homeward bone it back.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think we've accomplished quite a bit.
Yeah. And next time we are actually going to go back through Heidi's Tower of Hair and Waffles.
What?
Yeah. Because it just took me to the bonfire.
I was like, this is it.
I was like, what's going on? That's not where we want to be. Yeah. I like when you get the people that are just like, this is my little knight, and they just look like just kind of a generic medieval soldier, and that's their fashion souls.
That's their character.
And I really love that. I respect that so much. Like, I had a friend who played through like all of Dark Souls 3, and it was their first Dark Souls, and they just never changed their knight armor. Like, they rolled a knight, and they just stayed that knight throughout the whole game.
Wow.
I think, like, and they were just like, they just kind of like leveled up their longsword and their knight shield, and like,
they were like as good as a knight could be that way.
Yeah,
That's
they were just like, eventually like, they started off like, with the fat roll and everything, and just went through it as a knight, and they were like, this is what I wanted to do, and I'm like, completely fair, man. More power
That's pretty
to you.
cool.
Yeah, no,
I
it was
like
really
that a
cool.
lot.
And like I was like sitting there and I was like, my character's got like purple hair and just like, got like one tit out and just wearing like, giant metal pants.
My
And
character is named Todrick and is a squire.
God, Todrick.
Poor Todrick.
All right, so I think that is it for this week. Trevor, thank you once again for joining me.
Oh,
Tell me where
my
the people
absolute
can
pleasure.
find you. Plug your book. Plug your podcast. Do it.
Book's called Story Mode. It's available on Amazon now. Sorry, that's not a good time to buy from Amazon, but I guess they have the whole stock. But more's coming, so keep your eye on your independent booksellers. And there's also my podcast is No Cartridge. The book's called Story Mode. I don't know if I said that, but the podcast is No Cartridge. We have a new episode out. New episode coming soon. After that, and then there is a Twitter and a Patreon. Patreon is just patreon.com/nocartridge. Twitter is Hegelbon, Hegelbon, and I use it way too much, so you can probably find me talking about something there, but most likely video game related. And then sometimes I'll just talk to Dia about stuff.
Yeah. And if you want just links to that, check the description because there's going to be links to all of that. There's going to be links to the videos I talked about with M and abnormal mapping. Everything you're going to want is just click the show more on the description and read the description. You've got links there. It's so handy. And then we'll be back not next week, I don't think. Because it's going to be
a little close to Christmas.
Yeah, because it would be Christmas Eve, and then that means I'd have to be like producing this on Christmas Eve day, and I don't feel like doing that because you're not going to watch it on Christmas Eve unless you really hate your family.
Well, you might.
You might, but also there's Omicron. Why are you going to see your family?
Omicron the lot. David Cage has finally done it. He's ruined Christmas.
God. I'm sure David Cage just ruined many Christmases.
Oh yeah, just not mine.
No. David Cage is absolutely the like racist drunk uncle of his Christmases. Like, he is. Like,
he absolutely is. Yes. No. 100%. 100%.
All right, everyone. So we'll be back. I guess. I don't know, maybe like I said, January. Is January going to be our next episode? I don't know.
I think so.
I can't look at it.
Well, it might be. It might be Thursday. Let's say that.
I don't know what maps.
7 is 30. No, we could do it on the 30th. Yeah,
okay,
maybe.
so we'll be back on the 30th, which would then put the launch of this episode on New Year's Eve, which is neat.
Well, that's very neat. That's a very Majula.
It'll be New Year's Eve day, but
wow.
Observed.
Observed.
You ever went through a period of time where you just put observed after everything?
Yeah. Everyone does that if they ever read a calendar and they see that. It's just like, oh, that and Boxing Day become the funniest things to you.
Boxing Day is still funny.
Oh, I mean, Boxing Day is still funny, but
Yeah.
for other reasons. Because of the majesty of Canada.
Yeah,
I'm terrible contradictions.
All right, that's it for us. Say goodbye, Derby. Take us out of here. Get us out away
Derby.
from this madness. Bye, y'all.
Derby.